Hello everyone, welcome to Startup Academy. So in today's lecture, we shall be discussing about the agriculture topic and its PYQ. In the last two lectures, we had already covered this topic. So today we shall only be focusing on the previous year question papers and how to frame your answers so that you can score good marks in your UPSC examination. So we can write this session as PYQ. This will be your PYQ session. All right. So जल्दी से रिवाइज कर लेते हैं एक बार हमने क्या क्या किया था. ओके ये थोड़ा सा इम्पोर्टेंट कह सकते हो आप इसको, ताकि आप अपना आंसर फ्रेमिंग के टाइम पर यू कैन जस्ट यूज दिस इंफॉर्मेशन. ठीक है, लाइक where is rice found, there these are the regions or the places. So directly I have mentioned the crops, along with it I have mentioned the major producing states or the places I can say. ठीक है, so this is how you can learn about it. These are all the crops, major crops, and these are basically the places. और जो common place जो हम सब में देख पाते हैं, that is UP and Tamil Nadu. Most of it will be having UP and Tamil Nadu, either Karnataka also, Andhra Pradesh also. Many of them will have Karnataka, they have UP, they have Karnataka, they have here UP, they have Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, they have UP again. Okay, here also you can mention UP. Soyabeen na? Haan. Here UP again, we have Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, all three are together. Then we have Tamil Nadu over here, and specified area is also mentioned, that is Darjeeling. Then here we have Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka. तो बेसिकली ये जो कॉफी रबर वाला सीन होता है, ये आपको साउथ में देखने को मिलता है. ठीक है, तो यहाँ से आप लिख सकते हो बेसिकली सर्दर्न इंडिया. और ये जो बाजरा, रागी, ज्वार, ये सब होंगे, ये आपके मिलेट्स होते हैं. और मिलेट्स आपको कह सकते हो वेस्टर्न पार्ट में, वेस्टर्न इंडिया में. ठीक है, ये आपको सेंट्रल इंडिया या मेन इंडिया में मिल सकते हैं. एंड दीज, इसमें से कॉटन भी आपको कह सकते हो सदर में मिल जाएगा. ये मेनलैंड इंडिया में मिलेंगे, मेन इंडिया. ठीक है, तो लाइक दिस ऑल्सो यू कैन रिमेंबर द प्लेसेस अगर इंडिया का मैप आता है तो. Okay, coming on to the PYQs. This is the PYQ. I hope आपने पुराने lectures देखे होंगे और आपको पता होगा कैसे कैसे questions आ सकते हैं, तो आज पता चल जाएगा. But you must be knowing कि what all type of questions could be asked, because few of them we have discovered while we were studying agriculture. और एग्रीकल्चर के जितने भी टॉपिक्स हैं we had already covered. इरिगेशन के लिए एक अलग से लेक्चर अपलोड हो जाएगा. टिल देन एग्रीकल्चर पर फोकस करते हैं. फर्स्ट वन दे से द रोल ऑफ इरिगेशन इन इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर. देखो पहले ही टॉपिक आ गया इरिगेशन से रिलेटेड, तो इरिगेशन अभी वी हैव नॉट येट डन, तो हम वहां पर करेंगे. बट क्योंकि यहाँ पर ये बोलते हैं रोल ऑफ इरिगेशन के बारे में बताओ. देखो 1 आई कैन से 2 3 4. आई होप इट इज विजिबल टू ऑल. इफ यू वांट आई कैन इंक्रीज इट्स breadth even more like this. ठीक है, इतने से तो दिख जाएगा. चलो ये ले लो 1 2 3 4 एंड 5 क्वेश्चन है हमारे पास. अगर हम पहला वाला आंसर करने की बात करते हैं, आंसर वन में आपको बताना है रोल ऑफ इरिगेशन इन इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर. पहले तो इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर वर्ड को पकड़ लो. विद दिस टर्म यू विल बी डिफाइनिंग एग्रीकल्चर. डिफाइन, definition, पहला पॉइंट जो होगा आपका वो होगा क्या, डेफिनेशन. आफ्टर डेफिनेशन ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर यू विल बी राइटिंग डेफिनेशन ऑफ इरिगेशन. ये डेफिनेशन आपको मिलेगी कहां पर, इन द पीडीएफ अपकमिंग लेक्चर में जो पीडीएफ हम यूज करेंगे, दैट पीडीएफ विल गिव यू definition for irrigation. Then they are saying role. Here you need to mention importance of irrigation, and like this you will mention point 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. ठीक है, like this you will be framing your answer. Afterwards एक और point बना देना in which you will be classifying irrigation. Classification of irrigation. ठीक है, like this you can make a tabular form, and hence another point would be there, that would be your conclusion point. ठीक है, that will require what? Need of irrigation in India. In bus. Like this you will be framing your answer and you will be scoring good marks. अगर हम बात करें किसी और क्वेश्चन की, since we have not yet covered irrigation topic in detail, therefore we shall not be framing its answer completely. So we are moving on to the question number 2, which says examine the impact of green revolution on Indian agriculture. Answer number 2. Answer 2 के लिए you need to tell what green revolution actually is. So green revolution was something that basically focused on what? Productivity, high yield of crops, using of fertilizer and of irrigation. So आप लिख सकते हो includes high production of crops by using high yielding varieties of seeds, irrigation and your fertilizer. ठीक है, फिर next term में you will be defining irrigation and your fertilizer. Then you can say it want its impact. Impact के लिए we can again frame 2-3 points. Framing 2-3 points refers to what? First of all, it is giving high yield. Oh no, not right. First of all, it is giving high production. High production के लिए here we have high production. So high production will become your first point. Then they are saying food security is there. So food security becomes your second point. Then they have the environmental issues are being solved via irrigation. So this becomes your point number 3. Like this you can mention. Then they say regional disparity. Okay. Another thing that you can mention are its limitations. So limitations could be one, regional disparity, and second one would be cost. So two things were the limitations of green revolution, and impacts were impacts we have discussed that food security was increased, high production was there. With the help of irrigation, we were able to improve our we can say quality of crops. Also the quantity was increased. So like this you can mention the points in the impacts, but when it comes to limitation you will be writing the regional disparity. And another thing that you will be mentioned would be the cost of irrigation, like building a canal or getting a tube well, and using electricity in your farms and fields and all. So that would be costly. Again, getting the high quality of the crops is again we can say a costly thing for a farmer to do. So like this you can go on to the limitation. और third thing थी कि अगर क्रॉप ज़्यादा प्रोड्यूस हो जाते हैं तो वेयर हाउसेस की दिक्कत हो जाती है. वेयर हाउसेस की which was given over here. impact में लिख सकते हो कि where houses were given so that the storage problem could be solved of various farmers. ठीक है, so this is how you gonna write your answers. limitations ही इसका conclusive point बन जाएगा, आपको extra efforts लगाने नहीं पड़ेंगे. Next, when we come to analyze the changing crop pattern in India. Changing crop pattern in India के बारे में बात कर रहा है, मतलब crop pattern is changing every now and then in India. आप नॉर्थ की बात करो, आप साउथ की बात करते हो, when you talk about ईस्ट वेस्ट. अभी हमने क्रॉप्स का एक पूरा वो भी देखा था कि अगर हम इन क्रॉप्स की बात करते हैं, जो राइस होता है, राइस इट इज समवॉट ऑफ पैडी क्रॉप. ठीक है, पैडी क्रॉप ऐसी जगह पर उगेगा जहां पर देयर विल बी मोर ऑफ वाटर. बट व्हेन वी कम टू ज्वार, बाजरा, दीज आर समवॉट ड्राई क्रॉप्स. बहुत ही कम देखभाल की जरूरत होती है, देयरफॉर दे आर ग्रोन इन द वेस्टर्न पार्ट. नेक्स्ट, व्हेन वी कम ऑन टू टी, कॉफी, दीज वर प्लांटेशन क्रॉप्स. ये क्रॉप सिर्फ वहां पर उगाए जा सकते हैं जहां पर ओनली वन टाइप ऑफ क्रॉप स्पीशी विल बी देयर एंड सॉइल इज एबल टू प्रोवाइड ओनली वन न्यूट्रिएंट. देयरफॉर सच क्रॉप्स आर बेसिकली फाउंड इन नॉर्दर्न हेमिस्फीयर. ठीक, सॉरी, southern hemisphere. So like this is basically the division and this is how you're gonna mention. अब मेंशन करते टाइम आपको क्या ध्यान रखना है? पहली बात तो आप बताओगे क्रॉप पैटर्न इन इंडिया. is distributed variably on basis of, first point will be your relief features, climatic conditions, third will be your water resources, and the fourth most important will be that soil type. तो इन बेसिस के ऊपर पहले तो आपकी जो क्रॉप का डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है, प्लांटेशन है, वो थोड़ा इन बेसिस के ऊपर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड है. कंक्लूसिव टेबल में यू विल बी मेकिंग दिस टेबल including your dry crops, paddy crops, zed crops and all types of crops along with their names, and you will be framing this, you will be writing all these regions and states. ठीक है, उसके बीच में आप और क्या लिख सकते हो? उसके बीच में और आप क्या लिख सकते हो? उसके बीच में आप लिख सकते हो आप लिख सकते हो shift to cash crop, irrigation influence, this we have included. They are saying okay, market forces. अब देखो, जहां पर जो चीज ज्यादा उगाई जा रही है that would be quite cheap as compared to the place where it is not grown. Supposedly in UP we have so much of wheat, rice, maize grown. ठीक है, so we will, if we buy rice from UP, I would be getting it for rupees 40 per kg, rupees 40 per kg. But if I go to place like Assam or somewhere like that, so price would be either increased a bit because that is the place where the crops are not grown much. ठीक है, वहां पर क्या उगती है? असम में बेसिकली you will be able to find tea. तो this will be the market impact. तो आप फिफ्थ पॉइंट यहाँ पर ऐड कर सकते हो, मार्केट इम्पैक्ट. क्योंकि पता नहीं कहाँ के लोग क्या ज्यादा खाते हैं, लाइक साउथ इंडियन पीपल दे ईट अ लॉट ऑफ राइस, तो वहां पर द cost of paddy crops will be quite less as compared to the other places because that is the staple food. तो आप यहाँ पर staple food के बारे में या फिर market impact के बारे में बातें ज़्यादा करोगे. Supposedly you are living in an area where tea is not being sold at all. ठीक है, no one likes tea and therefore no one is coming to buy tea. Therefore, why will be the farmers of that place be eager to grow tea in their own farms when they know that we will be having zero sale? So this is again the market impact. All right, then coming on to the next question. When we come on to the next question, we have discuss the problem of small and marginal farmers in India. Small and marginal farmers के बारे में हमने discuss किया था when we were talking about farming systems in India. So there were basically few things that were enlightening us very well कि farmers की problems क्या होती हैं. तो when we talk about farmers, exploitation This refers to your answer number 4. So they want us कि फार्मर एक्सप्लॉइट कैसे होते हैं. पहले तो लैंड का ही फ्रेगमेंटेशन हो जाता है, देन क्रेडिट्स आर टू बी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड. रिमेंबर आई टोल्ड यू देयर इज अ वन लैंड of a father which is being distributed in two lands, which further is being distributed into three lands. So like this you can mention. Another thing that was the exploitation. Again exploitation was referred to as एक मोटे सेठ थे और एक पतले सेठ थे. Like the landowner had large amount of money, used to keep the large amount or the share with himself. So keep share with himself, and no margin was given to the farmer, tenants or farmers you can say. ठीक है. Like this there was the great exploitation of the farmers. अगर आपको इसी के बारे में और बात करनी है, याद नहीं आ रहा है, तो हम कह सकते हैं यहां से. हाँ. Okay, here we have the problems of Indian agriculture. पहला land fragmentation is there. First one is land fragmentation is there. Then we have monsoon dependence. बहुत सारे farmers they die. आपने सुने होंगे बहुत सारे cases. The farmers are going to suicide, or farmers had already uh, accepted their, we can say, fate. So why it is happening? Because the major amount of crops that they have produced had already been destroyed because of the large amount of rainfall or no amount of rainfall, or we can say that no sale is there, and crops are being destroyed. Like these could be the factors. Another thing would be they are under a great burden of loan, the loan that they have taken in order to make their field even productive. So that's why most of the farmers had taken loan, a large amount of loan, to which they are not able to repay. Therefore they are under the debt, and due to which uh, they accept their fate, and therefore they attempt suicide, or somewhat like that. Some cases are there where landowners get them beaten up to death. So these are also the exploitation of the farmers. Another thing that could be the low productivity is also leading to less sale, less money, and therefore family pressure is making them suicide. One more thing is that the farmers are getting less share. How come? If I am the farmer and I am producing a certain sort of crop, what will happen if I go ahead and pay go ahead and I try to sell my article? Therefore I will be selling it for rupees say 20. The person to whom I sold will further sell it say for rupees 40, and so on. The value will be increased, due to which the amount that I got was quite less as compared to the amount the final customer gave. So that could be again the exploitation. So these are the factors that you can mention, the types and the examples in your answer number 4. Coming on to the next thing, what do we have here now? We have explain the concept of sustainable agriculture in India. Concept of sustainable agriculture refers to this part of yours. This part whole refers to sustainable agriculture. You can easily mention what sustainable agriculture is. Okay, okay, okay. It includes what? It includes organic farming, integrated farming, climate and smart agriculture. So this is what sustainable agriculture actually means, and this is how you can answer. So this is how we have covered all questions related to agriculture, but one topic of ours is still left, that is irrigation. So I shall try to complete it. I hope you had understood how to frame your answers. Here the small topics are mentioned to which you need to frame a line, and then you need to write. Every word mentioned over here we had already discussed in class during the lectures while we were doing agriculture. So from that you can make note of yours. And while framing answers, just remember that you need to frame your answers via introductory part, the main body, and your conclusive part. That will be more representative. That will be more representing in front of the examiner while you will be answering your questions. So this is how you can answer your questions point wise and everything in detail and in brief as well, being both the sides. So thank you and keep watching.